Hello and welcome to I Can't Say It. Date March 18th, 2019. Woo! Changing the perspective a little because the place where I sit over here is full of papers. I am cleaning up, organizing, getting whatnot together. And so I can't sit where I usually sit, so you get me standing. Although I should move this a little here. Fill up more of the screen. Alright, what's the weight? 270.2. Yep, I crossed the 270 barrier. Well, it is what it is. No big deal. Not feeling as motivated about the weight loss as I used to be. Not sure what's going on. A lot of focusing on work. I think the camera's at an angle. Hopefully you can. It's alright. Hopefully you don't mind the beard. Doesn't look too bad. Anyway. It's been a while. It does every week. I used to come out here every day and it used to be just fine. But now that I come out here every week, it just seems like a long time since I last recorded a message. Just seems a little weird. So 270.2. We'll see what the weight looks like next week. We got rain coming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I will admit that I did try riding my bike last week. And I rode it home on Tuesday with the intention of riding back on Wednesday. But then I discovered when I was riding home that the Guadalupe River, the Guadalupe Creek, was, it broke its banks. Oops, I gotta sneeze. Actually. Excuse me. Anyway, so I'm riding home, flooded. And this was under Montague Expressway, so I get up and I go over to First Street, and then I go down First Street. And instead of going back down Montague, or back down Montague and then going under, I kept going down First Street, and I said, well, then I'll turn right on Trimble and go check out Trimble. Guess what? Trimble was flooded. So then I go back, and then I keep riding down First Street, and then I decide, do I want to go on Airport? Do I want to go on Brokaw? Eventually I turn onto Mission, and then that takes me over to the Guadalupe Creek, and then I take my usual route home, and it took an hour and 37 minutes, so that was a long time compared to what it usually takes. And then I read on Twitter the other day that there was somebody who rode his bike to work and carried a shovel so that he could move the water off of the Trimble undercrossing. So there's 3 major undercrossings. The first one, if you're coming from my house to work, is under 101. And they said that that's relatively clear, maybe 3 inches of water. Then under Trimble, again, 3 inches of water, but they cleared that out. But it's really flooded under Montague. And that when people were going over, trying to get to cross Montague, that people were going, they were stopping in the median, and it's actually a very narrow median on Montague. So they go kind of like Frogger, and they go across, and then they go across the second half. And lots of riders were doing that. Usually when I start riding in May, so all the water's receded, and so I've never known that the water really does overflow the banks at the undercrossings. But we got rain coming on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so there's no riding this week, which is alright. Maybe next week, because now that I know what I can do with the riding, makes it a little bit easier. So I could get all the way with very little difficulty to Montague, and I could do Montague to First, and then First to River Oaks, and then over. So that's not too bad. Anyway, so that's going to end this edition of I Can't Say It. Trying to clean up the mess that's here. Having a good time with that. I finally took down the table. There was a table here with stuff on top, but now I moved it over here. I know it may not seem like there's a rationale behind it, but the fewer the things that are here, the less there is to worry about. And while it is over there, I can do something with it eventually. That means I'm willing to take care of the space here, and I'll take care of the items that were in the space later. So I'm preparing the space for the way I want it to look eventually. Anyway, with that, I am going to head off to bed. It's 10:30, around 10:30 or so. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing the videos. The motivation seems to have gone. But if I wake up tomorrow and I weigh myself and I'm down a pound, you never know what will happen. And I will update you on Oracle tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a special edition tomorrow, just on Oracle. I think I've said I'd do that before, that I was going to do that in the past, but haven't done it. So let me see what I can do about it tomorrow. All right. With that, I wish you all a pleasant day, and I will see you all sometime.